Summertime, summertime. Oh man, I almost forgot where I was at. What's poppin', YouTube family? It's your boy Dwight. Welcome back to the channel, Silverback Siage. First off, make sure you do me a huge favor. Like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that bell icon so that you can be notified when I post new content. Well, like I promised y'all, there's a part 2 to this summer video, that high-end version, top shelf, if you will. If you'd like to see what fragrances I got, keep it locked. Well, let's get right off into it. I'm super excited, and my favorite time of year is here, being summer 2022. Looking forward to my upcoming trips when they do come about. But let's get off to today's fragrances. Fragrance number 1, YSL Eau Fraiche. This one here, with top notes of lemon, ginger, pepper, mid notes, geranium, mint, lavender, and juniper berries, cedar, and albinum. But this one here, the notes that actually reign supreme in this fragrance is that lemon up top, mixed with that ginger, gives it that ultra fresh but zesty opening. But as it goes down and the mint and the lavender starts to kick in, along with that cedar dry down, this is one that's like a refreshing breath of air in the summertime. It performs ultra well in that hot heat, and this year I get to put it to a full test because I bought this one at the end of summer last year, so this year I'll get a chance to give it a full run. But I definitely recommend that you get your nose on that one. Fragrance number 2. Dior Homme Cologne. Now this one here, the best way to describe it, it's like a fresh glass of lemonade. Smells awesome. Matter of fact, let me get my... Goes along with the outfit. Man, I need a vacation. Top notes in this one, Calbranium, bergamot, mid notes, grapefruit, blossom, and musk. But like I said before, this one smells like an ice cold, sugary fresh glass of lemonade. The only knock that I have on that one right there, you only get about 4 or 5 hours longevity out of it. And considering that's a 4.2 ounce bottle, you'll probably get it for about a 105, 110 in stores, which is a nice size bottle. But if you thinking this one's gonna last on you all day, you can forget about it. You're gonna have to definitely take a decanter of that one around with you, or take it around with you and give yourself a couple of more sprays to give you a refresh. Fragrance number 3. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever. Now this one right here has one of the most unique and real-to-life grapefruit notes that I've ever smelled in a fragrance thus far in my fragrance journey. And most other reviewers that actually have reviewed that one, they also agree with me. Top notes with that one is grapefruit, bergamot, ozonic notes, and Yama vetiver, and white musk and patchouli. But what reigns supreme in that fragrance is the grapefruit note. It actually reminds you of having a nice juicy grapefruit in your hand and sinking your teeth into it. Now, in the event that you are not a fan of grapefruit in perfumery, you may not like this one, but I would definitely tell you to get your nose on it. And they just came out with one, I think it's Italian Zest or something to that effect by Dolce & Gabbana, that also has the grapefruit note, but it's tuned it back a little bit and let some of the other notes kind of come to the forefront. So you might want to check that one out if this one's a little too strong for you. Fragrance number 4. Bond number 9's Oude New York, or Oude New York, however you would like to say it. Now, my best way of describing this one, there's bergamot in the top notes and grapefruit and green notes. So this is actually puts a green twist on that grapefruit accord. But to me, another thing that's awesome about this fragrance is the neroli and the lemon verbena in the middle. That also amongst all other Bond Number 9 fragrances. It has a musky dry down, but those fruits in the top just is actually the superstars within this fragrance. And the longevity on this one's pretty good. I would say I got about 7 hours the first time that I decided to wear this one on clothes and skin. So it definitely will be in high rotation this summer. Next fragrance. Let me hold it like this. Creed Virgin Island Water. And as you can see, I bought this decant from Scent Split at the end of last summer when I got ready to go on my anniversary trip to Miami. Now this one here has a super unique tropical set of notes in it. And the coconut accord mixed with that mandarin orange and bergamot, and that opening is awesome and unique. Very few fragrances that have tried to clone this one was able to actually get even close to this scent profile. Now, at retail cost for this 100 ml bottle of this Creed Virgin Island Water, it's about $400 to $450. But on discounters, you can probably get it for around that $300 price point when you can find it. But when you smell this one, your mind automatically goes to vacation mode. I don't care wherever your favorite place that you think you want to go with some tropical palm trees and nice mojitos and things of that magnitude, this fragrance will take you there. Fragrance number 6, Cedrat Boise by Mancera. Now this one here is often compared to Creed's Aventus. I would say maybe 65-70% as far as what it actually brings to the table. But what's great about this fragrance is within those top notes, that Sicilian lemon, blackcurrant, and bergamot gives it a super blast of a fruity opening when it comes to spraying that thing on. And this one right here is a compliment magnet. I've wore it out in about 2 times. Got compliments both days that I wore it out. And the fact that now, instead of paying full price for it, as far as that $180 plus tax on Mancera's website, you can go to discounters and actually at Jamma Shop to be exact. I got that bottle for $85. So knocked off $100 and will be heavy rotation this summer. Fragrance number 7. Back to the house of Mancera with Sicily. Now this one here is beyond unique because I've never smelled nothing that smells like this one or is even compared to this one. But the best way for me to describe this one, I call it my fruit extravaganza. Because if you can go in the supermarket and find you some fruit in there, which it better be in there, every fruit that you set your eyes on, but maybe a banana, is in this fragrance. It has excellent longevity like all of Mancera's fragrances. You get 10 plus hours out of everything I've smelled thus far. And let me read you this note breakdown so you can see that I'm not playing about them fruits. We got mandarin orange, grapefruit, peach, pineapple, bergamot, apple. That's just in the top notes. Mid notes of ylang-ylang, violet, rose, so you get a little florals as it begins to dry down. And then just like a lot of Mancera's fragrances as well, it has a musky dry down with a few little woods in there. But the highlight of this fragrance is all those fruits in the top. Next fragrance is Creed's Aventus Cologne. This one is freaking awesome. Led by that mandarin orange opening and muskiness in the mid with a little bit of that original Creed's Aventus DNA in there, but it definitely takes a fresher take on it, and it actually strays off in its own direction, so it definitely can stand on its own 2 feet with the top notes of mandarin orange, ginger, pink pepper, vetiver in the mid with patchouli and sandalwood, and the base notes of musk, birch, and tonka bean and styrax. So as it dries down, you get a little bit of the smokiness in there and the musk from the original Creed Aventus, but that mandarin orange is a complete difference from the pineapple opening of Creed Aventus. Second to last fragrance, one of my favorites in my whole collection, Bond Number 9, Bond.com. And if you remember my review from this one, or have watched it, if you haven't, go check that thing out. But like I said, when I gave that a rating from 1 to 10, I gave it like 137. And it still stands the same way. Because this is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. A lot of time it's compared also to Creed's Aventus. But to me, it's more of a fruity opening when it comes to the pineapple and the bergamot and the opening. But when you get to that mid where that apple and that black currant comes in, it doesn't come in to me quite like Aventus goes about doing it. It's a lot less smoky, which pretty much no smoke to be honest with you in that fragrance. But it stays fruity, and then you get that musty dry down with that patchouli and that regular white must in there. It's one that when you spray that on there, you are definitely commanding some attention. And you're going to turn some heads, and you can guarantee, unless somebody's probably in the fragrance community, they may not have that one in their collection. And last but not least, as far as two top shelf fragrances, my new baby, Roja Parfums Elysium Cologne. Now this one here gets a little bit of that Aventus talk, but to me this one is nothing like Aventus as far as the longevity. Quality of oils is probably neck and neck because Creed sells fragrances with quality oils, but it's hard to beat a Roja Parfum fragrance from the ones that I've actually got a chance to have samples of. And now this is actually my first bottle of my collection from that collection. But it's a whole slew of notes in here, so I can go through a few of them for you. Top notes: grapefruit, lemon, bergamot. If I skip, and then of course the apple in the mid. If I skip to the mid, you got juniper berries and cedar, cypre oil. And then in that base, you got ambergris, leather, vanilla, benzoin, and labdanum. All the notes you can possibly think of in perfumery being in there, but it's like a perfect blend to be able to make a summertime banger and to be able to complete this list with nothing but bangers. Now, in this fragrance video right here, if you have any of these in your collection, leave a comment in the comments. Let me know which one is your favorite. Or just by looking at the video, if you got your nose on more than one of these, let me know which one you like the best. And also give me a shout out to let me know exactly which one that you would like to get your nose on, and I can give you my 2 cents if you're interested. Other than that, that's my time. Peace.